said you'd want to make a fire?
Hmm?
You never made a fire?
Not like this.
So I got like just the dead leaves on the ground.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not too wet. But ain't no shame in a little help.
Eating.
You know? Hey, some people may use this and it won't even start a fire. Perfect. See how quick that was? Why make your life harder? You feel me? The smoke will deter the mosquitoes, kind of.
I hope so.
Oh, you have one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you finna use that for?
It's just smaller, so hopefully it is quick.
You just got to keep going.
You sure?
Yeah, because it does that to mine too.
Okay.
Keep going, keep going. Oh, is it on? Boy, why was that
That's
on?
what I was saying.
Why'd you have it on?
On the record, man.
The do's and the don'ts.
Nice and cold, bro.
We're learning though.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't even care
Yeah,
about mistakes like that no more, because I just make so many of them.
that's how you learn.
It's just whatever at this point.
I mean, I think camping in general is really like I was telling Caleb earlier, like you're gonna always find something that I should have brought that, and I could have left this. Like I didn't really need this, but it would have been nice to have that, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just the more and more you do it, the more and more like you're gonna know what your comfort level. It's coming out of there.
But it's cold.
Yeah, you have to light it with the lighter.
Okay.
The propane. You ever started a propane stove before?
Propane is cold. I've never had it chill like that before.
Yeah, I mean the cool thing is we did the hardest part today. We did about
I'm glad we sent it.
8-ish or about 10 miles. But boy's all dirty.
It's nice that he likes to be outside.
Yeah, I mean, we went to school in Humboldt, and like I raised him up in Humboldt for the first year of his life.
Yeah.
And then like we moved back home during COVID.
Yeah.
My senior year, he spent another year up in Humboldt, and it's like it's so much better because behind the campus was like a whole trail system, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like
In your backyard.
yeah, so it's way more accessible. Like I have Lake Chabot behind my house now, but I mean, it's so many people. Like there's a good amount of people up in Humboldt, but I mean, it wasn't as much. I wasn't afraid that he wouldn't be able to do it, but you're always gonna have some type of worry,
That he wasn't gonna
like
go out with you on the
kind of
streets?
just like get hurt. Like if you hurt his paw or something,
Yeah.
and then it's like, how do you keep walking and hiking, moving
With a
through
hurt.
the hurt?
Yeah.
Second hike in the books, right? You haven't done any since the first one we did?
Yeah, no.
Do you feel like you're a little bit more prepared, like with supplies, but also like mentally?
Yeah. Last time I went was like...
Yeah, I'll take the blame for that.
No. I mean, it's
'Cause-
fine. I actually liked it because I like a challenge first
Yeah.
and then doing like easier stuff later.
But man, like that kicked my butt for sure too.
Oh, it was hard.
Cause that was probably only my 4th trip. Cause the summer before is when I first started backpacking.
Yeah.
And I did one trip with Chris and Joss and Dino.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent like 2 nights. That was the only trip I've actually spent multiple nights. Which, it's not that I don't want to spend multiple nights. It's just like my past job. It was hard to take a lot of time off at one time.
Yeah.
And then I'm at this new job to where it's like I don't really have the vacation time yet. So it's like, and I kind of want to save that for
A big
other
trip.
stuff, like bigger trips.
That makes sense.
But so we've been on I want to say that first summer we only went on 2. Then the next summer, that summer I think we only went on 2 again. Cause I went with Josh the beginning of this like summer season, like end of spring, and then we did the one with you.
Yeah.
And I was planning on doing another trip, but it's not that it's like when you have all the supplies, it's easy, right?
Wait, so how many times do you go a year then?
I always say, like this year, I want to do 4 trips. I always say 3, but stuff happens and I only did 2
Yeah.
last year. But this year, I'm going to try and do like 4. We're on this one, it's the second one of the year. Next,
2 more. Fall one and then a winter one?
well, I'm going to do like beginning of August, which is like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and then I'm going to Yosemite backpacking with my brother at the end of August.
Gotcha.
So it's still gonna be pretty warm. August is, I don't want to say is the hottest month of the year. When you have the supplies, like, I mean, honestly, if you have a source of water, a tent, sleeping bag, and a backpack, but you don't even need a fire. Like, we didn't make a fire last time.
Yeah, no.
You have some type of, like, I guess that's true. You need, whether it's a fire or a propane stove, you know? Yeah, you need something to heat up your food, right?
Yeah.
And I've just been doing these MREs, which is super easy. And I mean, it says 2 servings, but I call that's a lie. I feel like, cause I mean, you guys are eating like,
We could eat 2 of them.
you guys are eating 2 each, like 2 bags of them. Me, I eat 1, but I remember on my first backpacking trip with Chris and Josh, man, I'll take the blame for it. I feel hella bad. I hung up our food, but it was like on a branch, but I did on 2 branches. So if it's like stronger together rather than by itself. And I tied all our food up, and Chris didn't have a bag to put his food in, so I had like another backpack that I just had, and it was like already ripped though, and I guess I didn't tie it good enough, and one of the branches broke, but the other branch stayed and held up all the food. But when I got closer, I seen one bag fell on the ground, and it was Chris's bag full of food. All his food was eaten. I don't think it was like a bear or nothing. It was probably like whatever they got out there, like raccoons.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything other than deers and like squirrels and stuff. And maybe the marmots.
Could have been the deers.
The deers, probably.
Yeah.
But them bags were ripped open, and I felt so bad. But thankfully, we both brought more than we needed. So we had 7 bags left. After, like, that morning we woke up, we had 7 bags of food left. But we were staying another night. We stayed 2 nights.
Extra night, yeah.
So for the rest of the trip, me and Josh shared a bag of food every meal. So for breakfast we shared a bag, for lunch we shared a bag, and for dinner we shared a bag. And then Chris, he had his own. You have your own bag because it was my fault your food got eaten. So that was 6 bags throughout the day. The next morning, we had 1 bag of macaroni and cheese, Ritz crackers, and like a little bit of granola. I made the mac and cheese, and everyone had their plates, and I went 2 scoops, 2 scoops, 2 scoops, and I kept doing 2 scoops until we ran out. So we had the even amount.
Like cards.
Everyone got some crackers, everyone got some granola, and then, man, we was starving on the way back.
Y'all were on the cut.
Dude, like, we were rushing back. We were so happy to get to town, and we went to In-N-Out. We munched. I almost ate too much. I kind of got sick. It was a good first experience. I enjoyed it, definitely.
That's a part of the learning thing you're talking about, though.
Definitely, yeah. Like, I'm going to make sure my food is tied up good in that tree again, you know?
Yeah.
And thankfully, not all the food fell. Like, if all the food fell and we didn't have no food, man, I'd be like, all right, let's go back home.
Yeah, you need Dino to, like, hunt something.
I know, and I had lost my pole that first night, and Chris still had his, but we wasn't catching nothing. Let me see if my pole's still up.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, I see it.
Wait, so how will you know when that is good? Like if there's something catches, something bites?
Either the pole will move or the bobber will be like underground, or like it'll be underwater. You know, like once you don't see the bobber,
Yeah.
that means you got something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of posted it up to where if it does pull, it's kind of stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause there's like this log where it's like 2, and I put it underneath, but the reel's underneath like that. So if they pull, it's gonna hook like that. It may not hold it like for real, but it'll have some resistance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So how's your body feel after?
My body?
Yeah.
It feels good, especially now that I don't have anything on me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel strong.
Did you pour water in your food already?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, all you need is you have like a foldable up
Burner?
burner too, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, it's super compact. I don't know what I did with the container for mine, but I guess I can worry about that in the morning. Before, I literally got like one from Walmart, the propane. You've seen it, the green propane tanks, and you put it on the thing and.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about how you like to travel light-ish, but not super light, right?
Well, I think I
'Cause there's
haven't.
benefits to that,
I
right?
haven't mastered the ultralight, but like
Yeah.
those are for Like when you're trying to cover distance in a short period of time.
The
Like
ultralight.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they're doing like 20 miles a day,
We're not doing that much.
which is insane. So it's like we can get away with not with having a heavier pack, whatever works.
It makes it a workout too for me.
See, like I listen to these podcasts and they're talking about like what they carry, what's essential stuff and what's more like luxury items. Like this chair
Luxury.
is a luxury item.
Yeah.
Having a pillow,
Luxury.
luxury. Even a sleeping pad. Like you don't need a sleeping pad, but I will tell you this.
It's
Having a sleeping pad, I don't really think it's a luxury item. Because if you're doing multiple miles like 20 miles a day,
Rest.
you need to rest well. Because if you
Yeah.
wake up stiff or just didn't really get enough sleep, you're going to wake up dreading the next day.
Especially now that I'm older. I just turned 25 and I feel it in my back.
When I wake up in the morning, my ankles are stiff.
Yep. I have to
I
stretch.
have to like get them like.
Yep.
I don't really stretch them, but once I start walking, it does a little bit better, you know. So before, was there ever that desire to backpack?
I'd say yes, but in a different sense. More like in the European, like travel from hostel to hostel
Okay.
sense. Not like wilderness
Yeah.
sense where you.
Yeah, I've actually heard more people like. I had a friend kind of saying he's like, "Oh yeah, we backpacked all through Thailand," and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, like, what kind of mountains? Like, how was the wood and stuff?" He was like, "Oh no, like, me and my brother just had like a backpack and
You travel.
we traveled throughout Thailand." I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, I see what you mean by like that, you know."
Yeah.
But I've always wanted a backpack, like ever since I was in middle school.
Like-
But I just feel like I didn't really have the crowd around me to get like my dad. He said he's done stuff like that, but I don't know. Nothing ever aligned to where I really got to go out and do that stuff. You know, like before this, like the closest I got to backpacking was I don't even think it was backpacking, but Yellowstone. You know, both
Yeah.
trips, the summer and the winter. Like
Do you want to
just-
give context for that for the camera?
yeah. So
Like
I
what
mean,
the trip was?
yeah, like we went on. It was just through school, the science trips. The first one I went was in the summer, and you kind of see how the wildlife is out there, and like there's a lot, right? In the summer, there's more bears out. We did more like ungulate research, and then in the winter, it was like a whole new scene. Cause I remember what it looked like, but it was all snow. Like literally
Yes.
everything was covered.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have to worry about bears as much. But like, it's not like we were ever worried about them. But
Yeah.
you're not gonna, you don't get your hopes up that you're gonna see one. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't hope that I see one. I would run away.
Well, when in the summer we seen it from afar. Like
Yeah.
you'll see them. Like we seen a grizzly. Like we were up on the road. It kind of went downhill. Then there was a river, and then on the other side of the river, there's like kind of like a meadow area, right? We seen the grizzly like walking, and it's so far away. It looks like super small, but you could tell that thing is huge, right?
Yeah.
And it was walking, and then it went back in the water, and then it swam for a little bit, and then got back on the land and started walking.
You ever
But
you ever seen a moose?
no, those are pretty.
Oh,
You seen it, right? Cause remember when we split up that day? Was that in the winter?
Oh,
We split it up into two groups.
wait, I think so. And it was super close too.
Yeah, but it was like a female, right?
It wasn't like a huge one, yeah.
It didn't have no antlers or nothing.
Yeah. It had like the soft antlers.
Cocaine bear. You know, it's a true story. But like, obviously, they exaggerated it in the film. Like, it didn't last that long. Well, I mean, grizzlies alone are like, you just have to stay calm. And like, if it's just walking by you, don't look at it in the eyes. You know, keep it calm. But like, let it know you're there. But if they're trying to like,
Eat.
I've heard you play dead, but like also too, if it's not really paying attention to me, do I lay on the ground and play dead? You know what I mean?
Hide, bro.
Like,
Hope it doesn't smell me, you know?
but if they see you like run, it's like dogs. If you run from a dog, they're gonna kind of like want to chase you. You know what I mean? That thing's probably gonna get to you, and it's like it's a pretty tall bear. Like by the time you get 7 feet, that's gonna take a minute for you. It could reach you. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean that's why in grizzly country, you gotta have bear spray. You know, it's not a law, but it should be. It's a whole nother like out here we can survive without that type of stuff because there's just black bears and they're more timid and challenged by you not being scared of them. You know what I mean? Like if you make a lot of noise have a big group of people, fire, all that stuff. There's ways around it. You just got to be educated in the areas that you're hiking. I've told this to like friends in high school, right? And they just don't believe me. I'm like, dude, I've like literally had people like when I went to Yellowstone my first time in the summer,
Hmm.
they literally give you like a talk like this is what happens when you encounter a bear. Like this is what you got to do. So with grizzlies, it's like lay on the ground on your stomach, spread your legs. So if they try to push you over, you're not gonna like roll over, and put your hands behind your neck, cause they're gonna sniff like all those areas. So just go like this and lay on your belly. They're gonna mess with you, but I mean, there's really no other option. If you're defenseless, you don't have no bear spray, nothing. That's what you gotta do. A black bear though, if you encounter a black bear, like they say, like make yourself look big, make a lot of noise, right? And then if they try to come at you, it sounds crazy, but you gotta try and fend off the bear, like fight the bear.
Wow.
Do whatever you can.
Like the 100 men versus one gorilla.
Like this last trip I went on, that's what I wanted to talk about too, cause this was after I recorded my last video. On our way back, we seen a lot of cool wildlife. We were hiking through the meadows past after the lake, after we left the lake, and first we seen marmots. I was telling you guys, they're on the rocks, and Josh, she's seen it, and it's crazy because like she has horrible vision, but for some reason she's seen it from hella far away, and she was like, "What are those?" And I was like, "I think." I never seen a marmot in real life, but I seen a little Animal Planet,
Yeah.
I seen a little documentary on them, so those were cool to see. I've never seen those in person. We're hiking through the meadow, and there's like these like small bushes, right? They're like this big. I'm walking, and I literally am like the bushes right here, and I'm walking by it, and I just happened to look. It was a baby deer, and you know how like when the mom feels threatened, they'll leave them in the bush,
Yeah.
and they'll try to like be like a distraction or a decoy to whatever they feel threatened by. So I don't know if they were threatened by us or maybe there was a bear in the area. Because when the babies are so young, the bears can't smell them. They don't have a scent yet. And that's why when you see one, you're not supposed to touch it. But it's also on the doe to like keep their composure because sometimes the bear won't even sniff or see it, but they may walk right by it. And if the baby deer has to like stay still, cause maybe you ever play hide and go seek and you think they see you and you hop like you got me. It's like, oh, I didn't even see you there.
Oh, you got us.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's what it has to do. And sometimes they get too scared and they run and then the bear gets them. But I walked by and I seen it right there and it was like literally wasn't even looking at me. It was like I'm walking this way, the deer's looking that way. Like, please don't look at me. Please don't look at me.
Sounds awkward. What about the Italian place or that one trip?
Yeah, I think once I feel like I've accomplished or like seen enough areas out like
In the
throughout
US?
the U.S. because I feel like there's so much, even within just California, you know?
Dude, yeah.
There's so many areas. Like, forget the national parks. Like the national parks, like love Yellowstone. Yosemite is really, really, really beautiful. Like it's so overcrowded. And
Yeah.
I like that. I like people that are getting out in the wilderness and exploring. Like this is for all of us, you know.
Yeah.
Like this is ours. We got to do something with it. And I think if more people come out and really explore and have fun,
They'll enjoy it.
they'll enjoy it and want to protect it and like help towards conservation, right?
Yeah.
I think that's great. But I like these wildernesses, like Emigrant Wilderness, Trinity Alps, Desolation Wilderness, Inyo Wilderness. I think it's more south. But yeah, I think once I kind of explore all those areas,
Then
then
you'll start
we're gonna
heading.
go international. That Tour de Mont Blanc or something starts in France, moves to Switzerland,
Yeah.
down to Italy,
That's a big trip.
and then different packages you can buy, right? Like you pay all of the money,
Yeah.
and it's not like we're like what we're doing. We're gonna camp in like tents and stuff. Yeah, like inn to inn, like like a inn, like INN.
Yeah.
Inn to inn, and like if you pay, there's like the lowest. It has like the amount of like stars for
Yelp.
accommodation or
Yeah.
something like that, where it's like the lowest accommodation is like literally you have like a place to sleep, but it's like a hostel. Like you have other people that you don't know like sleeping in the area too, right?
Yeah. So if you're social, it's fine.
Yeah, but like if you're going up like a step or two, you'll have your own spot, and it's like a bed
Oh,
and breakfast. You have food and stuff,
dang.
and then
Sounds
you move on
bougier.
to the next one.
Yeah.
But that one I feel like could be a little easier to hit those 20 miles a day because I think it's only like two of those days are like a lot of miles.
Hmm.
But we're not gonna be carrying as much. Like I don't think we're gonna have a tent. You know, we can bring food, I guess, but it's really just water and snacks and I guess food in case like I don't
Something
know.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like you
don't
get
make it.
stuck out there, but for the most part, you kind of have everything you need within that trip, which that's something I want to do. You weren't you saying one?
What that I wanted to? Oh, a trip that I wanted to go on.
Yeah, was it you or Caleb that was talking about the backpacking trip, like international? Or you were talking
I
about
think it
this
was
trip?
Caleb. Japan is good backpacking.
I think so. I feel like I've heard something like that. I wouldn't doubt that they don't have good mountain ranges and peaks that you can hike over,
Yeah.
but the Italian Alps, that's the goal to work up to for sure. I gotta kind of stack some bread first before I think about something like that. I want to say once in a lifetime, but it's up there. It's not something you do all the time. I like I was saying with the national parks though, like it's cool. And I'm sure once you're backpacking, like we're talking here, the hiking kind of deters like all the people that aren't that serious, so it's not gonna be as crowded.
Yeah.
It's hard because I can't take my dog. I can't take Dina. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like
He's like the one of the reasons you're doing this. I feel like.
it's one of the things that like I don't know. I feel like when I'm in the city, like there's places to walk them, like, but I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little lazy and I'm just walking around the block, and sometimes I feel like man, like he's not here my whole life, right? But I'm here his whole life, right?
Yeah.
and and I feel like sometimes I'm not doing them justice, getting them out as much. But that's why I like doing these trips because I know like not a lot of dogs get out here and do this. Like my mom's dog, the little Frenchie Moose, he's basically my dog, but he can't make a trip like this. Like French bulldogs can't do all this,
Yeah. He wouldn't make it.
and so
Sorry.
he will never see something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we do a camping trip like where we like
Like
Kennedy,
glamping.
yeah, like glamping. Like
Yeah.
I want to get out and have him be out in the wilderness, but he's not gonna be able to hike and be out here, which I don't really think he needs to per se. But yeah, if he gets out in the wilderness, that'd be cool. What about you? You say you was wanting to do a winter trip?
Yeah. Winter trip, and then I don't know if you can backpack in like tropical regions like Hawaii.
Yeah, there people do backpack out there.
Yeah, I'd be down for one of those
Pretty
because
much anywhere. I mean, I'm sure there's some type of like national forest, national park out in Hawaii. Like, I would have to do more research on it, but I mean, for the most part, if you can backpack in the Everglades out in, Florida out there,
you could probably do it in
you
Hawaii.
could do it in Hawaii for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's backpacking in Mexico. I don't know enough about Mexico. All I hear is like the crazy stories.
Yeah. Cartel.
But
And
I
stuff.
guess if you go in certain areas, like I've heard people backpack in Mexico, and it sounds cool because there's mountains and similar stuff like this out there for sure.
Yeah. No. Okay. Wait. I know the answer. Machu Picchu. You know what that is?
Where's that?
That's in South America. The village that's like up in the sky, basically,
Oh
like
yeah.
above the clouds.
Mhm.
I forget what. I think it's in Peru or something.
I can see that.
But like it's a whole city like at a super high elevation.
Mount Kilimanjaro. Where's
Mhm.
that at?
That's in Africa.
It is.
Yeah. That's
I'm
in.
blanking on the name of the spot, but there's like something where it's kind of similar to that.
I was gonna do that in June.
In June?
Last June, I was
Oh.
gonna do it. Yeah, because my coworker works, or he's from a small village in Kenya,
Okay.
and he was trying to do it. He's actually gonna probably wait till a couple years from now to do it with me,
Nice.
because I feel like I have to go to that since I share the same name as the people there. I think that's like a 14-day trip, and that one costs like I want to say 7,000, depending on who you
Dang.
do it for. Yeah.
That makes the one I'm thinking about not too bad. That tour that goes through the Switzerland, France, and Italy is only the one, which I'm thinking is like 8 days and 7 nights. It's about like $3,000.
Hmm.
So that's not too bad now that you said seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check out Alaska too. Like Outdoor Boys, that's where he stay at. That's where he mostly camps at.
Yeah.
But like Alaska seems cool. Mount Rainier, I know Josh has been wanting to go there. I mean, little by little, you're just gonna stack more,
More
like,
trips on top of each other.
yeah, more experience, better gadgets, and I think like the biggest part that kind of kept me out of doing it in the beginning was all the equipment it felt like you needed. You know, like it's like snowboarding too. Like you can rent backpacks out here too. You can do that REI or something. But like snowboarding is, it's so hard to get your own setup, like your own board, your own bindings, your own boots, helmet, whatever, snow pants,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of what it is like in backpacking. Like your backpack, you know, depending on how good of a quality you go, it can range from like 120 to $200-$300. You know,
Yeah.
like I haven't seen the most expensive, but I wouldn't put it past like it gets close to 300, right? And you got your tents; those are expensive. Like our tent, we got it on sale, but retail price was like $500.
You kind of just got to get the gear and then
Yeah, you kind of just have to
use it.
bite the bullet, you know. There's, or you just carry a little heavier stuff, like the tent I carried, the stove I carried. Those were heavier. I didn't need, you know, like I was making it harder on myself having that big tent. It was cheaper. I think I only paid like 50-70 bucks. The stove was like super cheap because I got it at Walmart. But then it's like once you kind of stack, you get your base, your foundation, then you kind of can little by little,
Build up.
you know, get a new tent, get a new sleeping mat, get a new sleeping pad, you know.
Yeah, slowly upgrading things.
Exactly. But once you have your foundation, you can upgrade like little by little, right? Once kind of figuring out what you need, like once I figured out what I really needed, is easy. And it kind of made me think like, why did I wait so long? Why was I so afraid to get out here? Like anything, you're always gonna, oh, I'm gonna learn how to play this instrument.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I'll do it next week, later, keep pushing it back. But what happened was with Chris, we were hanging out one time and he was just like, hey, bro. Like, cause I was talking about camping and how I want to go backpacking. And he hit me up later that like week and he was like, dude, like, if you're really serious about backpacking, like I've only been once, like with my church, but like I'm down to go with you. And I was like, you know what?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's pick a date, you know? And I think it was like the end of June at that time, like literally like the last week of June.
Hmm.
I said, let's go in a month, the end of July. And I was like, I didn't have none of my supplies yet, but it made me like, you know what? Stop putting off like that. It's gonna make you really like be quick with it, you know?
So if you had one piece of advice to like capstone everything, you'd say, just go do it.
Yeah, just get out there, dude. Like I think it's with anything, you know, that crazy if you actually do it, right? Like you gotta,
Yeah, just do.
yeah, like it's
Like
never
Nike.
gonna happen unless you do it.
Yeah.
Like Nike, right? Just do it. I'm happy I
Picked it up.
yeah, for sure. Like it's something I think I can't wait to like share this with honestly anybody and everybody. Like whoever shows interest, I want to get them out there, and that's kind of why I'm doing
Videos.
these
Yeah.
videos too. Cause like there's so many people like even me like I had the passion for wilderness, but I didn't have the crowd or group of friends I felt that like wanted to get out there. You know,
You should lucky make like a website or something.
right?
Yeah. You could
Like how so? What do you mean?
you could have a like I've seen a guy who does like photography trips,
Mhm.
but they're basically camping trips with cameras. He has like a route that he knows super well. He helps get them set up with food and everything,
So
so
like
they
kind
don't
of
have
like
to think about
a
anything.
guide.
Yeah, basically like a guide, but for backpacking. And you can
Mm.
kind of
Yeah.
do it based off that.
And I would love to do that, especially like I think my next goal is to get like another backpack, another sleeping bag, maybe another sleeping pad. You know, like as I upgrade, I'll have all this extra gear. You know, let's say it's someone who wants to get out, but they're not sure if they want to invest the money. Okay, you don't have to invest the money. Maybe just pay for the food, like the little MREs. You know, those are like 12, 13 bucks a piece.
Hmm.
Which, I mean, if you go to McDonald's and you get a Big Mac meal, that's the same price. That's a meal. Once you have the equipment out the way, like the food is all right. I'll have you set up to where you're not going to die out there, you know?
Yeah.
You just got to want to get out there and want to enjoy outdoors. And I feel like there's a lot of people that, you know, just the information to really get out there, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like lucky to have people I went to school with that kind of like put me on, right? They They gave me like
Tips,
the
tricks.
tips, the advice on what I needed, like the whole water filter. I was out here thinking you just got to carry all your water. Like, what do I do? Like, do I boil water? Because you know how they say, like, if you boil water, it's like a good way to kill all the germs and bacteria in the water.
Yeah.
But he said, just, get a filter. Like, I got a filter like that. Like, the Outdoor Boys guy, he does that too. That right there is a lifesaver, dude. If you just can't buy, like, you do research in the areas that you're going and you know you're going to be by a lake or a stream or a river, you're going to have water. You don't ever really got to worry about water. If you have a filter, have a good little setup.
My love.
All right. Well, I had to change the battery, but this battery is also almost dead. So I think we just got to call it